Rhea Ripley, one of WWE's most beloved and iconic superstars, now finds herself at a crossroads as she faces the most challenging moment of her career. Fans worldwide are gripped by the unfolding drama that has left the powerhouse athlete sidelined, her future in the ring uncertain.
Our first story looks at sad news regarding Rhea Ripley. Now, when Rhea Ripley was busted open on NXT this week, it seemed like a way to further the angle between herself and Liv Morgan. However, new reports have surfaced relating to Ripley, and it appears that Ripley is now legitimately injured. WWE were actually first to break the news over on X, and they revealed that the former women's champion will be out of action for an undisclosed amount of time. Following last night's brutal attack at the hands of Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez in the NXT parking lot, Rhea Ripley has suffered a fractured right orbital socket and will be out of action for an undisclosed amount of time.
Known for pushing boundaries and delivering electrifying performances, Rhea faces an unexpected hiatus. But this isn't just a temporary setback, this is a story of resilience, inner struggle, and the heart-wrenching reality of a career possibly ending too soon. Rumors of Rhea's retirement have sent shockwaves through the wrestling community, casting a heavy shadow over what has already been a difficult year for her. Known for her fearless, intense persona, Rhea redefined WWE's women's division with her unique blend of athleticism and power. Her commitment to the sport made her a role model and inspiration to countless fans. But following a series of severe injuries, fans are left wondering if the Nightmare can make a comeback or if this is truly the end of her legendary journey. Rhea's latest injury, a fractured orbital socket, was the result of a brutal attack in the notorious NXT parking lot. Inflicted by WWE's formidable Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez, this injury was confirmed by WWE's social media. It wasn't merely a storyline twist, but a legitimate and severe setback that could potentially keep Ripley out of action indefinitely. Wrestling insiders, including the Wrestling Observer, have verified that this isn't just part of a fictional narrative. The anticipation around her recovery has created a heightened sense of suspense, leaving fans to ask, is Rhea's career truly over? Looking back at her achievements, Rhea has already built an extraordinary legacy. From her battles in NXT to her rise on the WWE main roster.
Now, according to PW Insider, the belief is that it likely happened in a headbutt spot when Ripley confronted Raquel Rodriguez and Liv Morgan on Raw. The angle to take her out of action on this past Tuesday's NXT episode was a late addition to the show, likely filmed there because it was Orlando and Ripley would not have to fly to do an angle. We're told that Ripley has been pulled from this week's WWE Raw taping in Saudi Arabia as well. There is no word on a timeline for her return at this time. With Ripley being taken off TV, it allows the Ripley vs Morgan feud to breathe, and logic would dictate that Ripley is a firm favorite to win the Women's Royal Rumble in February. Whilst fans have been critical of the feud between the two women,
Her journey has been electrifying. Despite facing injuries and numerous challenges, she has proven her strength time and again, often returning stronger after each setback. Her unforgettable matches against icons like Charlotte Flair, Asuka, and Bianca Belair have cemented her status as a powerful force in WWE. Her signature move, the Riptide, became a symbol of her raw determination. But as she now faces what may be her final hurdle, fans can't help but wonder, is this truly the end? Rhea has always expressed that wrestling goes beyond mere performance for her. In a past interview, she stated, "Wrestling is more than just a job for me, it's who I am." Her connection with her fans is profound, making the idea of her retirement even more heartbreaking. Fans have flooded social media with messages of love and support, rallying under the hashtag #GetWellSoonRhea. They are holding out hope for one more triumphant moment. Despite her injury, there's talk that WWE may plan an epic comeback storyline if Rhea can recover in time. Speculation about a possible return at Royal Rumble or WrestleMania has been circulating. There is excitement about a potential showdown with Liv Morgan in a high-stakes title match. Wrestling insiders suggest WWE wants Ripley to return for one more spectacular storyline, a testament to her resilience. However, any such plans remain tentative, hinging on her recovery. Rhea's injury sheds light on the brutal realities of professional wrestling. The toll this career takes on athletes is often overlooked by fans. Her orbital fracture is a sobering reminder of these risks, posing potential long-term effects on her vision and facial structure. It's not simply a matter of healing, but ensuring her safety if she returns to the ring. However, true to her indomitable spirit, Rhea Ripley is not one to back down. Friends and colleagues describe her as unstoppable.
That's right, my friends. Today we are going to talk about some sad news, but it's also going to launch into a rant that I wanted to do anyway. Actually, I didn't want to do it, but now I'm going to do it. And news has come out that, and I was actually completely worked by this, so I guess fair play to WWE, the magic is still alive. That if you saw the angle that NXT did on Tuesday night with Rhea Ripley, I'll put the image on the screen, but it's going to be heavily edited, otherwise YouTube's going to take this video down. But essentially, Raquel Rodriguez and Liv Morgan were just seen skipping in the always terrible NXT parking lot, where we cut to Rhea Ripley. Her face was all bloody and mashed up and smashed up. And listen, for Rhea Ripley's character, that was quite shocking.
A true fighter determined to make it through this injury. She is reportedly working closely with her doctors and WWE's medical team to explore every avenue for a full recovery. Yet, the path forward remains uncertain. Will Rhea be able to overcome this brutal injury? Or will her journey come to an unforeseen end? Triple H announces Rhea Ripley's retirement following brutal injury. Rhea Ripley, a wrestling icon and fan favorite, now faces a defining moment as she endures the most challenging chapter of her career. Around the world, fans are captivated by the drama surrounding her abrupt hiatus, her future in the ring hanging in the balance. Known for her relentless energy and boundary-pushing performances, Rhea's journey has taken an unexpected turn. But this isn't just a simple injury, it's a story of grit, resilience, and the emotional weight of possibly leaving her career behind. Rumors of her potential retirement are rippling through the wrestling community, adding gravity to an already tough year. Known for her fierce and fearless persona, Rhea transformed WWE's women's division with her unique power and athleticism. As a symbol of strength and resilience, she's inspired millions. However, with serious injuries forcing her out of action, fans are left wondering if the nightmare will return or if this is truly the end. Her latest injury, a fractured orbital socket from a brutal attack in an NXT's infamous parking lot, has intensified these questions. The assault, led by WWE's formidable Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez, wasn't just storyline drama. It's a real injury, confirmed by WWE's own social media accounts. As Ripley's recovery remains uncertain, speculation abounds. Fans are waiting anxiously to see if this injury will lead to an early retirement or if she has one last comeback in her. Reflecting on her achievements, it's clear Rhea has already built a legacy. Her career began in Australia as a determined teenager, Demi Bennett her real name, who dreamed of wrestling's grand stage. Inspired by high-energy matches and powerful personalities, she started her journey with Riot City Wrestling in Adelaide. She honed the skills and competitive spirit that would become her trademarks. Those early years were a mix of promise and relentless ambition, setting the foundation for the powerhouse career of Rhea Ripley.
Seemed destined for a WrestleMania 41 payoff. Ripley has since posted her first comment since the injury news was released, and this is what she had to say over on X. Mistake number 1, you left me breathing. Hopefully more information surfaces surrounding the severity of Ripley's injury, and hopefully it's nothing too serious. We're wishing Rhea Ripley a fast and full recovery.
Which may tie into a Tiffany Stratton cash-in, but what all the usual sources are saying now is that she has actually broken her orbital bone, which means she will be out for the significant future. Now, let's just take it as read. I'm getting a little bit, not suspicious with WWE, but I think they're becoming very, very good at sort of merging reality and storylines, which is what we want. To start my rant a little bit early, there's nothing wrong with being worked by wrestling. You should feel duped. That's the whole point. But if we do take it as read, and she does have to be out for a while, man, does my heart go out to Rhea Ripley, because of course she only came back, what, 2-3 months ago, whenever it was, after that shoulder injury, which kept her out for a long time. And
her entry into WWE's mainstream came in 2017 through the Mae Young Classic, WWE's premier tournament for up-and-coming female talent. At just 20 years old, she stood out with her raw power and distinct style, quickly making an impression. Her initial appearances in an NXT showed a playful, rookie side, but soon, Rhea transformed, adopting a darker, fiercer look that set her apart. The change paid off in 2019 when she became the first ever NXT UK Women's Champion. This achievement was a turning point, establishing her as a serious force in WWE and cementing her intense persona. Her time in NXT saw her greatest growth. In 2019, she boldly interrupted then Shayna Baszler, igniting a fierce rivalry that ended with Ripley dethroning Baszler as an NXT Women's Champion. The victory was monumental, symbolizing NXT's trust in her as a leader of its women's division. Fans celebrated this achievement, recognizing the depth of WWE's female roster and Rhea's potential to take the brand forward. One of Rhea's most notable matches came at WrestleMania 36 in 2020, where she defended her NXT title against Charlotte Flair. This marked the first time an NXT title was on the line at WrestleMania. Although she lost, her performance solidified her status among WWE's top female superstars, with critics and fans alike praising her skill and resilience. Following this, she continued to take on major names like Io Shirai and Bianca Belair, further establishing her reputation. She became known for fierce competition and a distinct wrestling style that balanced technique with power. Her career reached new heights in 2021 when she joined WWE's main roster on Raw. She claimed the Raw Women's Championship at WrestleMania 37 by defeating Asuka. This victory marked her first major championship on WWE's main roster, solidifying her position as one of WWE's premier stars. Her reign was filled with fierce battles against competitors like Charlotte Flair, proving her dominance and adaptability. Even amidst challenges, her resilience and growth cemented her as a top competitor in WWE. In 2022, she joined the Judgment Day, a faction that included Edge, Damian Priest, and
After Dark.
Exactly. As a result of this attack, though, we won't be seeing Rhea for a while, and this comes from WWE socials. They say, last night on NXT, Rhea Ripley was heinously attacked in the parking lot by Women's World Champion Liv Morgan and her enforcer Raquel Rodriguez. Following the brutal attack, it has been revealed that the Nightmare has suffered a fractured right orbital socket, which will put Rhea Ripley out of action for an undisclosed amount of time.
So PW Insider, Fightful Select and Wrestling Observer all corroborating the fact that this is a legitimate injury to Rhea Ripley. The Observer saying that it was suffered on the last episode of Raw that she competed on. She hasn't been doing house shows since then.
and Finn Balor. This faction became a major storyline in WWE, and Rhea thrived as one of its most prominent figures. Her association with the Judgment Day gave her character a new depth, embracing a menacing edge that fit her physical style and intensity. This role allowed her to showcase her versatility and engage in storylines that tested her in new ways. Despite her impressive run, 2023 brought challenges. A brutal attack by Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez in the NXT parking lot left her with a fractured orbital socket. This injury sidelined her and cast doubts on her future. WWE confirmed this injury as legitimate, leading fans and insiders to worrying about its impact on her career. While some speculate this could lead to an early retirement, others hope for a miraculous comeback. The time away has allowed WWE to evolve its storylines, with Liv Morgan now the Women's World Champion. The shift has elevated Morgan's role, positioning her as a fierce competitor. If Rhea returns, it would set the stage for an epic clash between the two, a showdown that fans would talk about for years. Regardless of whether Rhea returns to the ring, her legacy is secure. Her journey from a young Australian wrestler to a global WWE superstar is a testament to her unbreakable spirit, skill, and passion for wrestling. Her career, marked by unforgettable moments and monumental achievements, will continue to inspire wrestling fans worldwide. In professional wrestling, physical strength is just one part of what it takes to be a successful superstar. The mental and emotional resilience required is equally, if not more, crucial, especially when facing a career-threatening injury like Rhea Ripley's recent orbital fracture. For someone like Rhea, this type of injury not only affects her physical capabilities, but also challenges her identity as a performer and athlete. Recovering from this kind of setback demands incredible mental strength.
In a different time, when said it was greenlit by a higher power, I could have gone, "It's me, Austin!" But no, we won't. Yeah, so that was quite a gory scene that wrote her off TV for very legitimate reasons. The conversation now turns to when and how Rhea Ripley will return. I think we have our winner of the 2025 Women's Royal Rumble.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I think that's how we do it. I think Rhea Ripley wins another Rumble. And she then faces Liv Morgan at Mania 41.
Wow, I feel so bad for Rhea Ripley because obviously she's not that long come back from an injury as it is already that saw her vacate the championship in the first place. And the stuff that happened on NXT felt to, at least to me, in my mind, it felt like, oh, maybe... I feel like people are kind of like cooling off on the feud a little bit. This felt like the shot in the arm that was going to be sort of like the final stretch towards the end.
Determination and the ability to confront fears and insecurities head-on. WWE stars often go through grueling mental training to prepare them for both the physical risks and the high-stakes pressure of their profession. Wrestlers face a unique set of mental challenges, from the relentless training schedules to the intense physical risks in every match. A severe injury introduces a different level of psychological strain, one that requires them to overcome fears of re-injury and doubts about their physical limits. For Rhea, who has built her career on fearlessness and aggression, this journey to recovery is as much about rebuilding her self-confidence as it is about healing her body. Rhea Ripley's character has always embodied a never-give-up spirit, resonating with fans who see her as a figure of strength and resilience. Her wrestling style is intense, powerful, and uncompromising, and she's always been known for pushing her limits, both physically and mentally. Even in her toughest matches, Rhea has shown an unbreakable will, a quality that's deeply rooted in her journey to becoming a WWE star. From her early days in Australia to reaching the pinnacle of WWE's women's division, her career is a testament to overcoming adversity. This injury is no different. It's another challenge for her to conquer, another test of her mental fortitude. The never say die attitude isn't just part of Rhea's in-ring persona, it's a core part of who she is. Wrestling is more than a job for her, it's her passion and identity. In past interviews, she's expressed how wrestling fuels her, how it's not just a career but something that's part of her very being. This deep connection with her profession makes the emotional aspect of her recovery even more complex.
And it's such a shame that this has happened, but obviously we just wish nothing but the best to Rhea and hope she recovers very soon.
I think, if anything, it's a blessing in disguise because it gives Rhea a massive push heading into January. And I reckon will probably lead to these two having their big blow-off at WrestleMania and keeping Rhea off TV for that spell of time. I think will allow Liv Morgan to maybe work some other storylines with some other people, spread her wings a little bit as a champion, and then come back to Rhea Ripley in January.
I agree, and I think I would like to see something a little bit different. Not that I don't like this feud, but I think something a little bit more fresh would be quite nice for Liv Morgan at this moment.
Stepping back from the ring isn't just a pause in her career. It's a moment where she has to grapple with the uncertainty of returning. There is fear of not being the same and the possibility of redefining her role in WWE if she does come back. Rhea's journey through recovery will likely involve intense focus on visualization techniques, mental conditioning, and working with sports psychologists. These methods will help her confront the emotional hurdles. Rhea's top performers often employ these techniques to enhance their performance and mentally prepare for the unpredictability of their careers. Visualization, in particular, allows them to imagine a successful comeback and mentally rehearse their movements. This training is a hidden but vital part of a wrestler's toolkit, helping them stay resilient even when facing long odds. Her fans, who have rallied around her with messages of support and hashtags like #GetWellSoonRhea, provide her with a powerful source of encouragement. This support network is essential, reminding her that her journey is impactful to her fans and the broader wrestling community. As she fights her way through this recovery, Rhea's mental toughness will be as crucial as her physical strength. If she does return, it won't just be a testament to her physical healing but a celebration of the unyielding determination and resilience that have made her an icon in WWE. If you love WWE as much as we do, hit that subscribe button and join our community of die-hard wrestling fans. Don't get left behind.